years, fans referred to Mikel Arteta as Arsenal's manager, but I'm afraid technically...
I don't think so, no.
From his first day on the job, he was the Gunners' head coach. Let's pick a random moment in time, February 2025. Only 6 Premier League bosses actually held the official title of manager rather than head coach. Man City's Pep Guardiola, David Moyes of Everton, Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna, Southampton's Ivan Juric, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace and Leicester's Ruud van Nistelrooy were the only actual managers of their respective teams. Everyone else? That's right, head coach, including Ruben Amorim at Man United. He took over from Erik ten Hag, a man who had held the title of manager. Might come as a surprise that Amorim's appointment marked the first time ever that Man United had a head coach instead of a manager. But to understand why they made that decision, you also have to get what the difference is between a head coach and a manager. A manager's got a huge range of responsibilities. They're not just in charge of training and player lineups, they're also heavily involved in player sales and transfers. Critical stuff. But a head coach's role is far more focused on team training and performance on the pitch. So whereas Ten Hag was highly involved with decisions around transfers during his tenure, the intention was that Amorim wouldn't be, at least not on the same level. And as the sporting structure at Man United changed under Sir Jim Ratcliffe, people like Sir Dave Brailsford took charge of transfers instead. How all those roles play out in practice may be slightly different at different clubs though. On the other hand, the contracts of actual managers like Pep or Moyes had no limits on their job role and their involvement with transfers and contracts. But those guys are actually in the minority now, and it's a change that's happened pretty quickly. In 2019, there were only 6 head coaches in the Premier League, but by 2025, there were 14. A clear indication that more and more clubs are moving towards a model where the guy in charge is actually only really in charge on the pitch. And the way things are going, it might not be long before all 20 clubs have got head coaches, and the job position of football manager in the top flight is no more.
Good morning to you. Happy Friday. You're listening to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Shebahn with you, and then it's the return of Big Al in Brazil this Friday morning alongside his best pal Ray Parlour from 6. But on the way over the next hour with all of the details, here's Nick.
Yeah, good morning. We'll start at the City Ground where Sean Dyche's Forest Rain got off to a flying start. We'll hear from Asif Kapadia and Kenny Dalglish ahead of a great documentary, and we want to know your favourite Wayne Rooney moment as he turns 40. Doesn't that make you feel old? As always, get involved on the usual number. Call us 03717 223344 or on the text 81089.
Good to be with you this Friday morning. Get involved in the show. You're listening to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Take a big deep breath in and let's get right in about it. How are you, Nick? How's your week been?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's been so much football this week, so it's been absolutely breathless.
Leave me breathless.
Bit of a nightmare last night for Villa and Palace.
Yeah, you know,
and Rangers. Rangers looked a bit, well, I mean, Danny Röhl needs a bit of time, doesn't he? But they looked a bit limp.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first game under the new manager. I was actually at the airport yesterday, Glasgow Airport, and there was loads of travelling Rangers fans, and one of them was just making fun of me. We passed it, and it's so satisfying. Then
good natured, I hope.
Yeah, good nature, yeah. kind of. And it's just funny then when they get beat. I just think about that one individual.
Yeah, well,
giving it big time, Charlie.
I'm quite a big fan of Igor Jesus' neck tattoos. Only you got a picture on the back of you can't really see it there, but it's quite a bold statement. I just sort of got like a shining sort of torch on his neck, but it's like once you do that, it's a commitment, isn't it, for life?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like people with the spider tattoos on their neck. My kids are in the staring phase of their life.
Spider, as in like a web, or
like
the
webs
actual spider?
Or spiders, and you know you get them on your neck. My kids are like.
Is there a meaning for that?
I don't know. Is there a meaning? If you've got a spider on your neck, then let us know what that represents. We work in such a sporty office, obviously with talkSPORT, and usually we come in the morning and there's like a full debrief about the night before games, and everyone has their opinion. The boys are different with traitors. All they do is come in and talk about the round table, and
I don't watch it. I don't really watch much TV, to be honest.
Like traitors is.
Are you watching it?
I kind of catch up on TikTok.
But he's massive, like the numbers it's doing. It's good. It's good to have those TV shows that everyone watches on the same day and then comes in and talks about it. It doesn't really happen so much anymore.
Yeah, no, that's the chat of the office at the moment. I mean, I thought they would have come in and hammered Aston Villa.
Who's the best? Joe Marler doing all right, is he?
I think so. I think he went for Paul Ross's brother last night.
Oh, right.
Like Jonathan.
We should call him Paul Ross's brother.
Paul Ross's brother, that's how we know him. I didn't know he was Paul Ross's brother until a couple of years ago.
Olivia Bazaglo said that to me. She didn't find out until this week.
I think because we would have, I'm older than Olivia, but I think we would have the age group where we didn't really know Paul on air. I just knew Jonathan on air.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, great story. I love it when we see each other on a Friday, but
Just
a week
catch
later
up.
we just have a little blather.
Can't believe Wayne Rooney's 40.
I know. Do you know, I can't believe he's not 40. And I mean that with the utmost respect to Wayne, but he's been about 40 for 20 years.
Well, when he started playing for Everton and he was, what was he, 15, 16? I mean, he looked 30.
Yeah. He must have been one of those, you know, like the boys in school who are just well ahead of their peers.
He got a beard at like 13.
Beards, deep voices.
Well, he was Merseyside School's boxing champion.
Yeah.
I mean, he's tough.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
So I saw him
huge
actually,
shoulders
at Ricky Hatton's funeral. So I was there reporting for talkSPORT. Wayne Rooney was there, but yeah, he's wide. He's a solid citizen.
Yeah, like a rugby player.
I know we're going to get into favourite Rooney moments. For me, it's that goal. I can't remember the referee, but do you remember against Newcastle? He's having a go. He's shouting at the ref.
Oh
about something,
yeah.
And then turns away, sprints onto a volley, and it is the
stunning,
most perfect hit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Flies into the top corner.
Breaks the net.
I love an aggressive goal.
Yeah.
And then just runs off shouting.
No, they don't make him like that anymore. 81089. Happy birthday, Wayne Rooney. Happy big photo.
He's a talkSPORT listener.
He is indeed. And do you know what? He comes across like a really good egg when you speak to him more and more recently, because he's doing a lot of press at the moment. He's doing a lot of media. He was at the Legends of Football event a couple of weeks ago, and he got up on stage as the guy who was inducted the year before, but he did a speech. He's funny as well, Nick, and he's off the cuff. It's not like when when you get people who read and deliver funny. I think he just naturally is, just got a bit of crack about him.
And he's a good analyst as well. So he's written a few columns for the Times in the past about England and about the Premier League, and he's really good reader of the game. I like reading his stuff.
Yeah, that's it. And he's a total legend. Happy birthday, Wayne Rooney. You can let us know your favourite Waza moments at 81089. We will talk about Europe now. It was a bit of a mixed bag of results from the British teams in Europe last night, but Sean Dyche got his reign at Forest off to the perfect start.
Started phase 3 of this remarkable Trentside soap opera. Gibbs White takes a step back, runs up, right-footed, sends the keeper the wrong way, and Nottingham Forest lead.
That's a great ball over the top. Could be a chance here for Guy Eagles. In on goal, and they have scored, and it's the club hero Matt Dale.
An opportunity here for Larnaca, and it's lashed into the roof of the net by a Chich with a bolt from the blue.
Dean Henderson stood no chance, and everyone's gone silent.
Mendes seems to have had to wait an eternity here, and he's put it over the top.
And Nketiah, 4 yards out, went for the half volley kick for Nair.
There it is, a famous night for Go Ahead Eagles. Go Ahead Eagles 2, Aston Villa 1.
One of the most famous victories in the history of Cypriot football. Crystal Palace 0. Ike Larnaca 1.
Gibbs White from the spot in the first half. Jesus from the spot in the second. And Nottingham Forest lead by 2 goals to 0. Sean Dyche masterminding Nottingham Forest's first win in 11 games.
Yeah, Forest finally got their first European win in 30 years, and under the manager Sean Dyche, the first win of any kind since August the 17th and the first clean sheet since the 1st of April. No jokes. At Porto were beaten 2-0 at the City Ground thanks to penalties from Morgan Gibbs-White and Igor Jesus, as the Forest fans serenaded the team with Mull of Kintyre. Sean Dyche was careful to absorb that moment.
It's brilliant. It's rare. Someone just mentioned the way I just stood and looked around, and I said, well, I waited a long time for that moment. You know, I thought as a young person here in 87, when I came out at 16, all I wanted to do was wear the shirt. Didn't come my way. Probably it wasn't good enough at that time. And then to come back as manager is super pleasing, and stand there and just absorb it. I just thought, be careful in football. You know, I've learned in life, sometimes you've got to slow your thinking down and take it in, because there's so many big moments in my life have been so nerve-wracking. They just go and suddenly they're finished. So I just looked around and thought, right, go on then, take that in and put it in the memory, that's for sure.
That's nice to hear, isn't it? Just savouring the moment. He deserves that moment as well. What a great guy, great manager. Forest fans must be breathing that sigh of relief as well. But then Sports Bar tends to throw in a few belters, doesn't it? 11 o'clock. You're probably sitting there after watching the game and going, right, yeah, our first win in Europe in 30 years. Let's find something to complain about. Well, that's what Wayne did. He's not sure if Sean Dyche is the guy.
Sean Dyche, I've listened to his first interview. He done a good job at Everton. He's got a lot of passion for the game, and that's what you want. You want a passionate manager who knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good manager, Sean Dyche is, but I just feel that he hasn't got that edge to push us on.
Whoa. What do you mean?
You're putting the brakes on Dyche?
In the Premier League, I mean. I don't think he's got the thing to get us in the top 6.
That's the spirit, Wayne. Yeah, you sound like good company. Brilliant performance from Forest, by the way. Beating them 2-0. The fans instantly onside as well. I mean, what a difference, and in the space of a few days, a huge difference from the fans. We want to hear from you this morning, Forest fans. 03717 223344. Is he the guy? And in his first game in charge, he's led Forest to their first win in Europe in almost 30 years. And his backroom staff, familiar faces as well. Steve Stone, Ian Wone, with his backroom staff, and they were all smiling to each other yesterday when they went 2-0 up. They looked like they were in a really good place, like they were pinching themselves to beat Forest as well, and that's always a good sign. Stone, Wone and Dyche. Like the sound of that. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace goalkeeper Dean Henderson says his team lacked a bit of quality as they went down 1-0 to AEK Larnaca in the Conference League, as Oliver Glasner made a few changes last night. After the defeat, Dean Henderson spoke to talkSPORT.
Fortunately, this is the way. Maybe it's a bit of a reality check for everyone involved. I don't think there was a lack of effort or anything like that. I just think just that intensity to go and win the game and probably put it to bed early doors and sort of played our way into the game, sort of lowered our tempo to their tempo, and they defended well, and ultimately the longer the game goes on and obviously they get a goal, they've got something to hold on to, it makes it really difficult.
Yeah, not the best performance at all from Palace. Just not a good day at the office. Palace fans, you can let us know your thoughts on that. 03717 223344. Of course, a big game ahead at the weekend. Jamie O'Hara not having any of what Dean Henderson said. He said he doesn't think goalkeepers should be able to criticise performances of outfield players.
Just your job is to keep the ball at the back of the net. Yeah, you don't see players coming out after the game saying, "Yeah, not good enough in goal. Can't come for a cross, conceding too many, not good enough." You never see a player do that. Never.
No.
But a goalie, twice in 2 nights, goalies have come out and
there's nothing.
Yeah, not good enough going forward.
So they
not good enough mentality.
Jake, come on, mate. Stop.
Shut up.
Don't take it personally.
I love hearing those two shut up, telling each other shut up at that time of the night. Do you agree with Jamie though? Is that a little bit disrespectful of the goalkeeper to criticise the outfield players, or has he got a fair point? 03717 223344. Elsewhere last night, Bran beat Rangers 3-0. Go Ahead Eagles beat Villa as well last night. Go Ahead Eagles, I mean, what a name for a team. Do you know they used to be called Be Quick? That was the name of the team, Be Quick. And then actually they were called Go Ahead. But then somebody stuck Eagles on the back of it. Random how they come up with team names, isn't it? Celtic got a win. And as we know, Forest got a win over Porto as well. And a very, very, very happy birthday to this man.
Fergie, we get chocolate buttons, Cadbury's chocolate buttons, right? Yeah. Fergie took them. And they were meant for me. But what he never knew is I had another one in my pocket.
You're all right then.
So was he.
I know, rubbing your chocolate.
That was actually Kenny Dalglish. It's not his birthday today, but that is a story for another time. Happy birthday to Wayne Rooney, 81089. You can let us know your favourite Rooney moment of all time. There's many of them. You're listening to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. It's Shebahn Aherne with you with Adrian Flux, insurance for the individual. Find out more at adrianflux.co.uk. Coming up next, you're going to hear from Erling Haaland on how he cooks his steak and how he drinks his milk. Good morning. How's it going this Friday? You're listening to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Shebahn with you till 6, and then it's Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour. You can watch them, by the way, on your smart TV. It's always fun with the guys on a Friday. Stick on your smart TV if you've got one. If not, you can watch talkSPORT on the YouTube stream as well. Some of your other headlines this Friday morning. Unai Emery says Villa need to be more clinical from the penalty spot. Emi Buendia blazed the spot kick over the bar as Villa lost 2-1 to go-ahead Eagles in the Netherlands. Danny Rowe's first game in charge of Rangers ended in a limp 3-0 defeat away to Norwegian side at Brann. And Celtic came back from a goal down to beat Strumgras 2-1 in Glasgow last night. Manager Brendan Rodgers called his players outstanding as they bounced back from defeat to Dundee.
Progress in the team was so good individually and collectively. And then, of course, whenever you have a setback, which we've had a number of, but in particular at the weekend, then those leaders show the motivation to go again. And we've seen all of that tonight. So yeah, it was a really, really pleasing performance. And yeah, so happy for the likes of Benji because he had so many chances and he's playing out of position really, but he gets into the areas to get those opportunities and showed so much courage to keep going, and eventually gets his goal. Arne Engels, I thought, was outstanding in the game. You know, coming back in, gave us that energy and that fight, and his set piece quality is really is world class. The level and speed of which he delivers. So yeah, but now overall, it was really pleasing.
Yeah, good to hear Brendan Rodgers happy as well in the press conference, because it's been a bit down in the dumps over the last few weeks, hasn't it? I don't know if you'd heard his interview last weekend when beaten by Dundee, and he was talking about how it should be a Ferrari that he's driving. Instead, he's got the keys to a Honda Civic, whereas last night he upgraded to a Range Rover Sport. We will take that. Beaten by Dundee last weekend. This Sunday, by the way, Celtic away to Hearts. Hearts top of the league. Oh my goodness, that is a crucial game. Celtic have to win that game. Otherwise, I mean, you could be looking at Hearts winning the SPL. Crazy, really. We'll be looking ahead to that game a little bit later on today. For more on all these stories, you can visit our website, talksport.com. By the way, this Saturday, former heavyweight champion and current WBO interim championship, Joseph Parker takes on WBA interim heavyweight champion Fabio Wardley. It's live at the O2 tomorrow night. The winner will all but guarantee themselves a shot at one of the undisputed champion Alexander Usyk's belts. You can watch it live this Saturday with our friends only on DAZN.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Buy now at dazn.com/boxing.
By the way, are any of you across Erling Haaland's YouTube channel yet? If not, you do not know what you're missing. His channel is absolutely excellent, and he's put up a 30-minute video called A Day in the Life of a Professional Footballer, where we see him wake up to his fresh coffee, use light therapy to help recover his muscles. He drinks raw milk, which sounds bogging, and then cooks huge tomahawk steaks in his Cheshire home alongside his wife. Former footballer turned nutritionist, Isabel is her name. Here's a clip. He's great. I love him. Here you go.
Oh my God. He eats so much. Everything is about when is the next meal, what should we eat, what shall we make.
The grill is piping hot.
He loves kebab, he loves good tacos, he loves brisket tacos. It's incredible. We do it sometimes on Saturdays when he does slow cooking the brisket. It's lovely.
Start with a fat side down. This is going to be the best because it's the fat. It's going to be crispy.
He really thinks about what he puts into his body. He was also the one that got me more interested in it. So I started studying nutrition.
You look happy with yourself? Yeah, because I know it's going to be unbelievable.
By the way, you need to watch this in full, and if you've not got Haaland on Instagram, follow him as well, because he's just a pure joy, isn't he, Nick? I mean, he's just so himself. He doesn't care about the media side of things, but also how he looks after himself as like next level athlete.
Yeah, it's rare, I think, to find such a, literally world-class athlete who does all these little things that we're seeing in this video, like having these light baths. We know he sellotapes his mouth shut at night, doesn't he, to stop himself snoring.
Now, I'm hearing this mouth tape stuff.
Yeah.
Tony Cascarino's wife does it, apparently.
Oh, really?
Apparently she's sleeping like a baby. Even though babies are sometimes unsettled. But that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
But apparently this mouth tape is a game changer.
Well, I mean, listen, it's working for Erling Haaland. He can't stop scoring at the moment. But I mean, it's like it's actually, in this day and age, it's quite rare for one of these top athletes to actually have a bit of a character.
I know.
And he doesn't always play the media game, especially in post-match interviews. And as you say, yeah, he's real. In the Sun, they got lots of photos from his video on YouTube. The back of the Sun,
It's actually the back page.
The size of these steaks. I mean,
I know. I wonder how much they're costing, because it's a tomahawk as well. That is the pricey one, isn't it?
with the bone in, raw milk and steak. I mean, that's my idea of a good time.
What is raw milk? Is
Basically,
that like
it's just
straight from the udder?
Yeah, like not pasteurized. So I guess it, as long as if it's not treated carefully, there could be some dodgy stuff. Obviously, he goes to a farm. In the video, you see him go to the farm, get this raw milk, buy these steaks, get these steaks out of the freezer, and cook it on his barbecue out the back. Despite these chilly temperatures, he says unless it's absolutely freezing, he'll go outside and barbecue his steak.
I agree with that. I think if you could barbecue food all year round, it's so much better.
Absolutely.
Why
100%,
not? I mean,
100%.
And then this light therapy thing that he's doing as well. I mean, your partner might have this face light therapy that's going around. I've got one as well. I've stopped using it over the last wee while. But his is like full body size, and obviously he's an absolute unit, so his must have cost a fortune.
Just standing in front of it, it looks like something from a sci-fi film, but it's supposed to make your muscles recover quicker. But whatever he's doing, it's working, because hasn't he scored 24 goals in 14 games?
Is it really? That's absolutely incredible. Lunch consists of egg fried rice, sea bass and asparagus, right up my straza. I like the sound of that. And his wife was saying in the video there, all he does is think about the next meal. He eats so much food. He sounds like him and Alan Brazil have so much in common when it comes to their food prep, doesn't it?
We should get them together.
Al just smashes a pack of bourbon biscuits by 6 a.m.
Well, Sim, the breakfast producer, was just here saying he was just grabbing a biscuit out of the pack. He said, I better not take too many, otherwise Brazil will be upset.
Alan will be grumpy. I didn't know his wife was an ex-footballer either.
Yeah, so she was a left winger apparently. In the video, she was sort of saying, I was all about running and crossing the ball in, not a very good dribbler. And she says, I'm not a good dribbler and neither's Erling Haaland. He sort of laughs nervously and said, yeah, I'm not the best dribbler, but, he's all about the athleticism and the finishing.
Go watch it on the YouTube channel as well. He is himself, and that is nice to see in this day and age in football, isn't it?
Have you seen this mad story that's kicking off about sports betting and gambling over in the NBA
I haven't.
in the States? So the FBI have arrested about 35 people, including 3 big names from the NBA, and there are kind of 2 things going on. One is some illegal sort of high-stakes poker games that are being fixed, and then also there are allegations that some people have been giving information on injuries so people can bet on the NBA. So Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups has been accused of fixing high-stakes poker games. It's alleged that New York mafia families are involved in this, and they are. So the allegation, the FBI basically came down with this huge crackdown yesterday. They're alleging that some of the basketball players and coaches are getting these kind of high-profile names over to these kind of high-stakes poker games, which are then being fixed using marked cards. This is all allegations at the moment, cameras, that kind of thing. And also Terry Rozier, who's a guard for the Miami Heat, has been charged in a separate sort of incident. He's accused of giving information on NBA players' injuries so people can then make money on sports betting.
Yeah, this will throw everything into...
Absolutely. Damon Jones, former NBA coach as well, he's been charged in both schemes. And as I say, alleged involvement from 3 different New York mafia families as well.
Jeez.
So that is absolutely kicking off.
Imagine that happened over here.
Well, listen, all I'm going to say is if you think illegal spread betting is not going on in the Premier League, you're kidding yourself.
Oh, good morning.
I mean, I don't have any, I'm not saying I've got any concrete information, but I'm pretty sure it goes on. Where there's money, I've heard talk. I mean, listen, I've heard people tell me about certain different spot fixing situations going on. Yes.
Well, stay with us.
You've always got to follow the money.
Next, going to reveal who told him those stories. I'm only joking. You listen to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Coming up next, you're going to hear from Celtic and Liverpool legend Kenny Dalglish. Good morning. It's Friday. You're listening to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Hope you're all right. It's Shebahn with you until 6, and then it's Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour. Some of your other headlines: that Leeds can pile more misery on West Ham when they meet at Elland Road tonight. It's live for you as ever here on talkSPORT. If you're heading out and about, download the talkSPORT app. You can take our commentary anywhere with you this evening. 8 o'clock kickoff. The Hammers have picked up just one win from their first 8 Premier League games. Tough times. In other news, Northern Ireland will be without captain Simone McGill as they start their bid for a place in the top tier of the Women's Nations League for the first time. She's a great player, Si McGill. They host Iceland in their first leg of the promotion relegation playoff. And Sunderland boss Regis Labrie says it's not a problem that Chelsea recalled Mark Guéhi from his... No, wait, what? From his season-long loan. The striker only played 3 times for them before the Londoners brought him back. When Liam Delap got injured, Labrie isn't angry, even though... Guéhi? I'm calling him Mark Guéhi. Sorry. Guéhi. God, that threw me. They now play Sunderland in the Premier League tomorrow. Here's Regis.
The market is the market. Sometimes you have to face unpredictable situations. We were able to find another solution. The balance was this one. We can say yes to your request if we are able to find another solution, and it was possible, so at the end, we're okay.
I'm going to have to make a request that he change his name. It's the same spelling and everything. Is Mark Guéhi too much? Guéhi is Spanish. Of course it is. Guéhi is English. Yeah, okay. It's okay. My name's Siobhan. 03717223344. Apologies to Guéhi and Guéhi. Won't happen again. Mark in Sydney is with us now. Forest fan. Good morning. How are you, Mark? Another Mark. Jeez, you're overloading me with Marks this morning. How you doing?
G'day, Shebahn. I'm good. How are you?
Good day. Yeah, good to be with you. How's your weather there? By the way, it's miserable here. Miserable, in case you're wondering.
You and your producers need a good holiday here in Sydney. It's about 28 degrees and fine and warm. We're in spring going into summer, so it's excellent.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to be jealous, obviously, and you're heading right into the heat of your summertime now. You're a Forest fan. How did you become a Forest fan in Australia?
Well, when I was a kid, I still am a big Robin Hood fan, and and that's where it all started. And in recent years, I'm half New Zealander on my mother's side of the family, and the New Zealand national captain, Chris Wood, is the striker in Forest. So that's another reason to support him. And we've had Ange Postecoglou as the recent manager, and he's Australian, so that's another reason. But I must say I was really impressed with the way that Sean Dyche managed the team this morning, because I reckon that's the beginning of a new era for Forest. I mean, I was glad that an Australian like Ange made it to be manager, but 8 matches with no wins just didn't cut the mustard. And, you know, it really was bad with Forest is 17th out of 18 teams at the moment, because I sure don't want us to be relegated when it took 23 years to get back to the Premier League.
Yeah.
But I believe that the major kind of drawback with Ange's approach to a game was that he was all attack and no defence, like Ruben Amorim with Manchester United. And I think Sean Dyche can bring a more balanced approach. And to be honest, I think he's a more smarter manager with regard to tactics on the field, and the team appears to gel really well with Sean Dyche, so I'm excited about the future for Forest.
Good to hear the positivity, Mark, because, I mean, you even got to see that last night among the Forest fans so quickly, the change in atmosphere. It was very toxic, wasn't it, there with Ange towards the end and actually throughout, because it just wasn't good enough. But do you know what? Sean Dyche deserves that as well. He looks the part, and that was a good performance from Forest. Do you think you can do well in the competition?
I think he can do well in the competition. I mean, I'd love to see us win it, but I'd be happy just as long as we stay out of relegation. But I believe with Sean Dyche at the helm, we can do really well this season.
Great.
And I've got to say that I'm surprised that there's so much of a backlash with regard to Serie A and La Liga fans about wanting to do matches in the Southern Hemisphere here. Because I believe it's one of the Spanish sides is going to play a match in Perth later in the year.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's been tremendous backlash, especially with regard to some people in UEFA saying it goes against the spirit of the game with those teams touring here in the Southern Hemisphere. I mean, heck, I went to a match here in Sydney a few years ago where Spurs took on my favourite Australian team, Sydney FC, and the place was jammed. And fans loved it, and we just can't get enough of Northern Hemisphere teams touring here.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd like to get your and Nick's opinion on why there's so much of a backlash in the Northern Hemisphere on touring down here.
I can't tell you the answer to that. I mean, fans don't like change, do they? You know, they really don't like it, and you can kind of, in a way, understand why. It's AC Milan and Como, and as you know, Como are putting in big money, and maybe they're becoming that side that want to just travel and, you know, go elsewhere and give the fans the slice of that. And that's the thing with the NFL being here now in London. It always brings up that conversation with growing fan bases elsewhere. Here, it sounds like you're at the beach. You at the beach?
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, I'm very near the beach myself, and, you know, people from the Northern Hemisphere, if they came down here to Sydney to follow their teams and enjoy a game,
I know.
they'd enjoy the Australian lifestyle.
I know. Throw a shrimp in the barbie and all that. Listen, Mark, have a great day. Thank you so much for getting in touch this morning. Enjoy yourself, okay?
You too.
Take care of yourself. A reminder, talkSPORT now live on your smart TV. You can watch us on the YouTube channel as well. We're even on Prime Video. Speaking of which, coming to a big screen near you for 2 days only next week before being released on Amazon Prime is Asif Kapadia's new documentary about Sir Kenny Dalglish. We spoke to the director about why his film about King Kenny turned into a film about the tragedy of Hillsborough.
When I started a film, I was thinking, all right, I'd love to make a film for my kids' generation who've never seen him play. They know him from playing FIFA, right? They know the name, but they've never seen him because it's pre-Premier League. It's pre-Champions League. It's like all of these players and all these records have been erased. So I wanted to make a film about the footballer. But the more I spoke to people and the more I got to know the story via the people from Liverpool, they said, well, if you don't talk about what he did for the people of Liverpool during Hillsborough, you miss the point of the man. So we had to go into it and we had to tell that story. And actually, it's another thing that a lot of people don't really know or understand what happened. They've heard about it, but they don't really know the details. And so that became a very, very important part of the story, which is one of the many reasons why the film's really emotional and powerful. And Kenny's just like one of those people that he's like what a true leader is and should be. And we need more people like Kenny in the world right now.
Very well said. This is going to be an absolutely brilliant movie. Kapadia's made so many of these sports movies before. He made one on Maradona, of course, as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, you'll love this on Sir Kenny Dalglish. He also spoke to Angelina Kelly from talkSPORT, Sir Kenny did yesterday, about Arne Slot's Liverpool, saying they'll be just fine this season.
Listen, I don't think there's anybody, right? He's not got the same situation I had. But anybody would rather be in his position. Or 99% of them in the Premier League would rather be in Arne's position than anybody else's. We'll be okay. He'll be okay. He was brilliant last year. He's a really personable guy that knows a wee bit about football. So I think we'll just hang on in there and see how it goes. It's only October.
Yeah.
We don't get any medals in October.
Aye. Makes a very good point. God, it's all a bit intense this week, isn't it, Nick, at talkSPORT about Mo Salah and Liverpool and stuff like that. They've had a bit of a bump. I was listening to the radio yesterday on the way to get the kids from school and I thought, oh my God, calm down. Like, chill out. It's just everyone's gone like, oh,
yeah, but you know,
Salah.
You know what it is. We talk about football 24/7, and there's always one club in the Premier League who's deemed to be in crisis.
You can't call. You just can't.
No, it's early, isn't it?
It's wild.
It's only, what did they lose? 4 games in a row?
Yeah. By the way, Sir Kenny Dalglish, sharp as a tack. I was at an event with him last Friday with Celtic in London, and he's just brilliant. Like, what a good guy, and his family there, and, you know, having a good time. And
I can't wait to see that documentary. You know, the same guy that made Senna, about Amy Winehouse, also the Maradona one, focused on his time at Napoli. That film's going to be in cinemas for 2 days next week, 29th and 30th of November, and then it'll be on Amazon Prime, I think, from the 4th or 5th of November.
Wonderful stuff. Sir Kenny Dalglish telling Liverpool fans it's going to be just fine. But remember that, Kenny. We'll bring it back to you if we have to. Right, time now for this.
It's a front page throwdown.
Oh, what a move!
The front page is first on the early sports breakfast.
talkSPORT.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nonsense time.
Well, have you seen this story about this darts player, Tim Pussy, from Australia?
Sorry?
Tim Pussy, his name is, right? He's an Australian bloke, but he's been told he can't use his nickname at the World Championships. He's known as the Magnet. And he's not.
I don't get what he means by that.
He's not allowed to. He's not allowed to use it. He's going to have to change it for the World Champs. So I don't know. I wonder if you ever had a nickname at school, a funny nickname at all.
Well, It's actually still embarrassing. Because what did you call it when you had your first kiss?
What do you mean, what did I call it?
Like, what is the term down here?
Snogging?
So you wouldn't say that when you had your first kiss, would you? Oh, I had my first snog.
Yeah, that's
Really?
like with tongues.
How old are you? How old were you?
I was, I'm trying to remember, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
12?
So that sounds about the
Emma Pugh, I think it was.
Oh, good
Shout out if she's
morning,
listening,
Emma.
Pugh.
03717. This is that's the thing. I remember my first kiss was a boy called Mark Milne. Morning,
Yeah.
Mark. I wonder what he's up to
Right,
now.
Mark.
And I got called the Dyson after that because apparently I sucked his face.
Well, yeah, but it's tricky because no one tells you how to do it. You got to kind of feel
and
your
I
way
didn't
into
want
it.
to do it either. I was just felt I just have to do this before I go to high school, otherwise I'm a total cringe. So the Dyson for a good like
The Dyson.
3 months, then I went to high school and I went to an all-girls school, so nobody was getting their face sucked in.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but then I'm just Shebs. I'm usually just Shebs.
Shebs of the
Yeah.
Dyson Aherne. Love it.
Poor pussy though.
Yeah. Poor Tim. I don't know if you ever tell any sort of random lies, but it's a good story here. A PE teacher lied that he played for 2 top football clubs. Has been struck off. Aaron Smith, 44.
Good chat.
Fibbs, he'd been a professional footballer when he applied for teaching jobs. He claimed he had spells at Leicester City and West Brom. Pretty easy to find out. I don't know if you ever sort of told any random lies for no particular reason. I don't know if you want to own up to it.
Not really, no, I've not done that. Don't get me wrong, I don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what your man's done here, but somebody else lied to get a job recently as well, and I'm like, can you not just look that up?
It's quite easy to disprove that bloke has never been on the books of Leicester or West Brom, isn't it? You'd
Yeah.
think maybe choose a slightly less well.
My husband always told me he used to play for Spurs, and then it wasn't until like further down the line I realised he played for like under 12s Tottenham Tots.
That still counts,
It's
doesn't
not the, is it? Is it the same? Is it?
Do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Dogs? Cats?
Cat, I've got a cat, yeah.
Do you let them sleep in your bed?
Against Jamie's will. Jamie absolutely hates the cat at the minute. He hates him.
Why?
Just says he's annoying, he's lost the plot.
Lost
An idiot, you know, all that kind of stuff. He's just not very nice to the cat at the minute, and I feel the cat gets it, so he just comes up to look at him to annoy him. He is definitely losing his marbles.
Cats are funny though, aren't they? Because they're quite sort of independent, really.
Yeah, he doesn't care for us. And he scratched me last night right in the neck. It was really sore.
Usually that's because they either want attention or something,
We're
right?
fed again. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Pet owners are letting their furry friends sleep with them every night. 1 in 3 pets let into bed. Study found more than a third always share their beds with their cat or dog.
I know. Apparently it's good though for you to help breathe and relax and switch off.
Really?
And yeah. Yeah, if you're a wee bit anxious, I think sleeping with a pet's meant to be the best thing for you. I'm not anxious though. I'm just mental.
The thing is, once you let the dog sleep in the bed, that's it. It's game over. They're never
They're never going to go away.
going to go away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh. Do you get any pets?
No, we live in a flat. I can't really justify having a dog. It's too cruel. I'd love to have a dog, but in the future.
I think I'm going to surprise everyone in January with a dog.
Ooh,
The kids and Jamie.
puppy.
I think I'm going to do it.
Cute.
I know.
What breed are you thinking of?
A toy poodle,
Oh yeah,
because they're hypoallergenic.
yeah,
Reva, my daughter's allergic.
yeah.
So a wee toy poodle, nothing too big. Little one that I can look after in the week, get it trained up nicely.
My wife loves poodles. That's what she wants.
Yeah. Anyway, we've
Great.
gone down a tangent there. What was that guy's nickname again?
Tim Pussy.
And we're back on
They call
track.
him the Magnet. He's not allowed to use it at the World Champs.
Speaking of which, the Magnet, Alan Brazil, is on the way at 6 o'clock this morning on talkSPORT. Morning. Good morning. Welcome to Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. It's Shebahn with you. Alan Brazil, I can see him through the glass. He's reading the paper. He's looking well this morning. He's with you alongside Ray Parlour very, very soon. But now it's competition time. Our biggest yet to date. We're giving you the chance to win up to £100,000. Cash prize, completely tax-free. If you're the lucky winner, the excitement doesn't stop there because you'll be coming into talkSPORT Towers on Thursday the 13th of November. Oh, that's an Alan day, so we'll see him as well to play for that life-changing cash prize. 100 grand, have some of that. Here's how you can enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 6th of November at 4 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
And a very, very good luck to you. Now, tonight we're looking ahead to another Premier League weekend. West Ham are in real trouble, aren't they?
Well, no wonder they are protesting. No wonder they are booing.
We're in big trouble.
This West Ham side is so bad, they could get relegated.
We must transform this frustration in commitment and motivation so we can play better.
4 successive home league defeats. Hard to see how they pull this out of the fire. They've got big games, tough games to come. All games in the Premier League are tough. It is one of the best atmospheres ever.
I would say Leeds, come end of the season, will be there or thereabouts of staying up.
And it's popped in by Okafor, and it's 1-1.
It's such an intimidating place. Togetherness, unity, create a bond.
He's got to find a team quickly that he can settle on and trust to a place where they're harder to play against and harder to beat.
Yeah, struggling West Ham, looking at the table, down in 19th, the Leeds above them in 16th. And following protests and boos at the London Stadium, they lost 2-0 to Brentford this week. Nuno Espirito Santo admits it'll be difficult to survive in the Premier League if his West Ham squad and the fans don't come together.
First, detect which problems you are, then address them, improve on them, but more than anything, togetherness, unity, create a bond.
Yeah, he's got a job to do there to get everybody aligned and on the same page. I do look and go, I can understand the frustrations of the West Ham fans, but when it's huge games like this, where it's the opportunity to try and get points against Leeds, everybody needs to be together, and maybe they would have the different outcome if everybody's all on the same page, but then it's easier for me to say that. West Ham fans will be feeling very, very differently. Leeds boss Daniel Farker insists there's no extra pressure on them tonight. 3 points at Ellen Road would move them well away from the relegation zone, though. Farker says Leeds have worked their socks off for the right to be in the top flight.
Yes, of course, we want also to reward ourselves with some points, but the first step is always like to respect the opponent, to make sure that we go well prepared into the game, then to execute our game plan.
Can I call this one? To be fair, it's live for you on talkSPORT. The build up from 7, kick off at 8, Leeds versus West Ham United, and then tomorrow night we've got Liverpool's trip to Brentford live on talkSPORT as well. As ever, we have you covered here on the talkSPORT network. Shebahn, a Samoyed is almost hypoallergenic, and a good family dog. A Samoyed? I've not really heard of that before. Is that how you say it, Nick? A Samoyed? A Samoyed? Never really heard of it, unless he's absolutely at the wind-up, this texter, Scott. Could mean anything. Just spit my yogurt out with the Tim Pussy story. Love the show. Morning, Jill. Thank you very much for your message. Now, before Alan and Ray arrive for breakfast, we've just got time to play you this. Piers Morgan on the breakfast show yesterday and claims Arsenal are the best team in the world right now, not PSG, and here's why.
Our record defensively this season is statistically better than anybody else in the world. We have got a fantastic defence. I also think we've now got at least 2 great players in every position. So if Saka's injured, in comes Madueke. You know, if Martinelli's injured, in comes Trossard. You've got in the middle Declan Rice, probably the best signing Arsenal made this century.
Yeah, I agree.
You've got Zubamendi, great little ball carrier. You've got Eze's come in. If Odegaard's injured, Eze just seamlessly takes over, and converse the other way around. I just think you put it all together, we've now just got amazing depth
Some squad, to be fair, is Arsenal. Piers Morgan, though, you put it out there like that. What is it, 8 games played and you're top of the league? You can't lose it now when you're talking like that. Coming up for you on talkSPORT Breakfast today, it's Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour. Former West Ham striker Dean Ashton will be here to preview the game tonight against Leeds. Obviously, it's live for you here on talkSPORT. Former Burnley and Southampton striker Charlie Austin will be here to talk about playing under Sean Dyche, who got the first win for Forest in Europe in 30 years last night. All coming up for you on talkSPORT Breakfast next.